we're not just selling a product. Like you have to think of like, how can I help this person?
Yes.
So even like that mind shift change, I was like, okay, that resonates with me more than trying to sell people a package. I can't compare my calling to somebody else's. The people that I can help is not going to be the same people that maybe you can help. Like
100%.
it's going to look different. We become a lot more successful when we work together.
Hey girl, welcome back to the channel. I'm Marissa Almendarez, fitness mentor, coach, and the creator of the Make Moves Mentorship Program. After spending over a decade in the industry as a gym owner, a lead trainer, and now a mentor, I'm here to help passionate fitness professionals build a business that actually fits the lives they want. Today, I get to introduce to you to someone really special, Jackie. Her story is proof that you can leave the safety of the 9-to-5 and step into something that's aligned, fulfilling, and full of purpose. We're going to chat about what made her take the leap, how the Make Moves Mentorship Program supported her, and what her life looks like now that she's all in on her dreams. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's dive into her story. Hey guys, I have Jackie here. I've actually helped her with her personal training business, and I know her story, but I want her to share some of her insight and how she's grown her personal training business. Jackie, just give us a little bit of a background. I personally know you started in makeup, right? So tell me, what made you start in makeup, and then how did you transition into the fitness industry?
So I started like back from high school. I went to cosmetology school. For me, it was just one of those things that came like easier to me. But I did it to support myself when I was going to go through college for psychology.
Oh, okay.
So I always had this thing where I knew I wanted to help people, especially women. I just didn't know in what way yet.
Yes.
So for me at first, it was like, okay, makeup, like make girls feel pretty.
Instant mood booster.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it wasn't a vibe for me.
Okay.
I just feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just wasn't the vibe I was expecting. So I knew I didn't want to stay in it.
Yeah.
And I really thought psychology was going to be my route, which I love that I have the background in it. But I feel like as I was in psychology, like working on my psychology degree, my therapy was always fitness. Like ever since my very early 20s, I knew what it was like to be a client. My personal trainer at the time helped me so much grow. So I just feel like when I graduated college and I ended up not going towards my master's, I kept thinking like, okay, how else can I help people? How else can I help people? And then it just kind of clicked with me one day, like, girl, like, you know how to do this.
Yes.
Like I was looking at a 24-hour fitness trainer train her client, and I was watching her do it.
You're
and
like,
I was
I got this.
I was like, I can totally do
You
that.
just had like a light bulb moment.
Exactly.
Yes.
I have very much like a light bulb moment. But that's where it started. And I had the original idea, like, okay, like I'm probably going to have to start at a 24-hour at a commercial gym, build up the clients there, be there for a little bit. Like I had this like little game plan in mind. And then I remember one of the guys from West Covina, Self-Made, knew that I was going to do that. And he knew me beforehand. So he was like, girl, like, we will help you here. Like, we can help you get clients. Like, it's not like before.
Yes.
Because before, I think in my mid-20s, like right before COVID hit, it was before you and Jason were the owners at the Chino Hills Self-Made. But right before that, I tried doing it for like a month. But I was winging it. Like nobody was guiding me. I didn't have any guidance. So when COVID hit and it was kind of like, you still have to make rent, you're an entrepreneur, figure it out.
Yes.
For me, it was like, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. So this isn't worth it for me right now.
100%.
But then when you guys took over, I just feel like that was just the huge game changer because I still had that drive, but you guys were there to like guide me and everything.
Kind of give you a little bit of a structure to it.
A structure to it and just help me look at the bigger picture of everything.
I love that. Yeah, no, and I feel like you're a prime example of, obviously you did start with makeup and you always had a goal and a passion to helping women in general. But I feel like with makeup, it was so like short term. Right? It's like, I make you feel good for the day. I make you feel great. You look back at your pictures and you had the most amazing day. But I think even what you saw with fitness, it was like more of a long-term lifestyle change. And you're like, I'm not only helping them for a day, and no, I'm helping them become confident. I'm helping them lose weight. I'm helping them get healthier. And because you're passionate, that's also why your business started getting successful. You know, like, yes, we were there to guide you, but you still have to have that passion for helping people for it to actually work out. So what do you think changed though? Like you said, like you had no guidance, right? When we came along, what was the biggest difference? Was it like tangible goals? What was just like organizing your ideas? Like, tell people like what helped you specifically, like just have that mind shift change for your business.
I came in with an open mind, like whatever advice you guys were going to give me, just do it.
Love that.
See what sticks. Like, don't even think about it. Just do it, because that is like a thing of mine. I'll start overthinking it and I'll talk myself out of it.
Yes.
Want it to be perfect at first and then I'll do it. And I was like, no, whatever they say, just do it. But I remember first meeting with Jason. He taught me how to do the consultation, structured it.
So important.
Followed it to the T.
Yes.
It was working for me. And then also you guys taught me how important it was like to find my niche. And I think like my first few months of training was kind of like I kind of knew I knew my niche.
Yeah.
But obviously like the more you actually start doing it, I was like, oh, this is what they were talking about. Like the things that you guys would give me before, like I started to actually see it.
Yes.
And then I feel like even before I would get a little like, oh, this person didn't sign up or this, like I thought it was just like a lost person in a way. But you especially would just help me like create that bigger picture for everything.
Yes.
And help me create the bigger picture for my clients too.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the main thing that really helped me. And then I think you also kind of like putting it in a way of like, we're not just selling a product. Like you have to think of like, how can I help this person?
Yes.
So even like that mind shift change, I was like, okay, that resonates with me more than trying to sell people a package.
Yes. Or even like I remember we would talk about like, remember you want to flirt with your client.
Yeah.
Like don't be like on the DM like, hey, you look great. Like let me work out with you. It's like, no, it's like, hey, like good form. And then maybe a day later, like, how are you doing with your diet? And then like third or fourth interaction, it's like, okay, now trying to bring them in for the consultation. Exactly. Yeah. So building that trust before having, especially women, we're like, why are you talking to me so much?
Exactly.
You know?
I was just like, I don't know if you're really trying to flirt with me or no, I'm kidding. But more of like, I didn't want to come off as like that pushy salesperson trainer because that's not even my energy too. No, so when you flipped it for me, like, oh, flirt with the client, like have her be comfortable with you.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, that way they can pick up on the vibe more, like to see if our vibes even fit each other.
Yes. And I think that's something I tell you guys too, is like, not everyone's your client and that's okay. Like it might have been a good consultation, get the reps in, but maybe at the end of the day, like you're like, oh, she probably was going to be more of a headache than anything.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's great. Okay. So personal training is going good.
Yes.
You're happy with that.
I love it.
Still doing a little bit of makeup on the side or just kind of here and there?
Honestly, just here and there. Like
just
if a wedding needs to be done.
Like you still want to stay in the industry a little bit.
I think it was just more of like I still have people that like will ask type of thing, but it's not like I go searching for like more.
You're an
people.
Entrepreneur. You're like, if somebody wants to pay me.
Exactly. That's more of it. But I left thinking I love it because I feel like it really helps structure me with like even today, like everything I learned in all of my 20s, like it seemed so random at the time, but now I'm like, oh, this is all like falling together.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily something I'm planning to leave. I don't think it's really ever going to leave. I don't think any of my skills are ever really going to leave.
It's still a part of your story and you're still passionate. Even if you can't help them maybe long term, you know you can make somebody feel better that day.
Well, even with like my Strength and Serenity collective, like I created like a women's group and you guys like encouraged me to try to create like a women's community.
Yes.
Giving ideas of like maybe a book club, but for me, like conversing with women like over a Zoom call just made more sense like for my essence.
Yeah.
But even that, like I would have the idea like, oh, I should make like a makeup class for them one day. Just things like that. Like I feel
that
like
creative spark is still going to be there.
Exactly.
Yes. I mean, people would love that for sure.
Yeah, and just what girl doesn't want to learn how to do her makeup and feel pretty?
Well, and I was just telling people, they're like, you get your makeup done for content days. I was like, makeup stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the bathroom and I'm like getting hot, like I have a lot of hair. If I'm sweating trying to get myself done, like that is the worst feeling. So even like 5-10 years ago when I was like broke, somehow I'd be like budgeting somebody to do my hair and makeup because I just know I would show up more like relaxed. and more like present, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't have to like stress over that little part.
And I love being that person for some girls because you're just being pampered, like for
Yes.
people who think of it like you. And the way I would think of it for myself, like I love doing my makeup. Like that's how I set my tone for the day. Like
Yeah, no, for
so
sure.
just trying to also help like paint a different picture for like other women when it comes to makeup. Just kind of like with fitness too. Like we don't have to get super glammed up like the Instagram makeup every single day.
Yeah.
Like what makes you feel pretty day to day. Same thing with the fitness. Like you don't have to have that bodybuilder routine.
Yep.
What makes you feel good and healthy.
Mhm.
Let's fit it in like to your schedule type of thing.
I love that. It's like long term.
Exactly.
How can we make this sustainable for life? And now with the collective, now how is that transitioning to your business? Like I think long term you're thinking events and more online training. So what is kind of like, what is your future planning in the next 6 months to a year? Like what do you see happening for your business on the online space and then in the event space?
With the online space, like I do want to train more online clients. And I think for me is I want to be accessible to the women who want the help.
Okay.
Type of thing, because like you said, I know I'm not going to be for everyone, but I do want to make myself accessible and kind of not like, I don't know, sometimes I get women when I do the consultations with them and I'll tell them like, oh, this and this plan will work better for you, and they're just like, oh girl, I thought this was going to be like $200 a session. I'm like, oh well, I'm happy you think of me that way, but no, like I want it to be, I keep repeating myself, but accessible. But for the collective, I just want it to be like a space where women feel comfortable to learn, because I feel like I learned most of it by myself.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been like more of a jump start.
Yes.
And for me, I'm still learning like community, because
Yeah.
I was very hyper independent.
Yep.
And I was learning this past year, like, oh no, girl, like that's not the way to live life.
Lean in on your.
We are social creatures. Like, so creating a community where women feel safe to learn with each other and not see each other as competitive.
Yes. I think that's the biggest thing. You
Yeah.
know, knowing a network is going to help you, not hinder you.
Yeah.
Like how we collab with other trainers. And a lot of times people's mindset was, oh, if I collab with another trainer, like my audience is going to like her more. No, your audience likes you for you, but you never know. Maybe her audience might start gravitating towards you, or just be like, oh, she's a cool person. Like, let me just get to know her a little more. So,
and the way that I think of it too, like I can't compare my calling to somebody else's. So like the people that I can help is not going to be the same people that maybe you can help. Like
100%.
It's going to look different.
Yes.
But the main thing is like there's enough for everyone, but it's just about helping each other out. There's no competition. And as women, like I feel like even society kind of like paints that picture of like you guys are each other's competitors. And it's like, no, like we become a lot more successful when we work together.
1,000%. And I love that you're saying that, because I feel, I don't know what it is, but I feel like in the past 2 years, probably I've felt that the most, where women are just kind of like, let's just join together. Like we can all be successful. What are your strengths? These are my strengths. Even when you're collabing on your events or boot camps, it's like, some people are good at creating the atmosphere. Some people have really good connections with vendors. It's like, let's use everyone's strengths and make a great event, right? So I love that. I personally thank you so much for being here. Is there anything like that you would want to say that's been on your heart, or who is your clientele? Who's like, since you've said that you know your niche now, who is your niche? And if you could talk to that person, like what would you tell them?
I feel like my niche is definitely like the woman. I posted it yesterday. Like women constantly tend to do more for others. Like that's just how we are built naturally. Like we're constantly pouring into other people's cups.
Yeah.
And I think naturally it's like easy for us to forget to pour into our own cup.
Yeah.
So I'm for the woman just to kind of like remind her like, hey, I love that you do this for others, but you have to take care of yourself.
Yes.
So I want to say I'm targeting towards that girl, giving her the strength and letting her know like she deserves this space. Just making a woman feel seen in what she's doing.
I love that. And just seeing you and watching you grow from the outside, I can full-heartedly say you're doing it.
Oh,
So don't say you're trying. Like, you are doing that. You're putting that out into the world.
Yeah.
And your right clientele is coming towards you, and you're servicing them with like dignity and respect. And your business is only going to continue to thrive.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I love that. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And thank you for letting everyone just get a little glimpse of you and your business.
Of course. Thank you for asking me. I felt like so honored. I was like, what? You really see this?
I was like, the team loved you, so you were there for speak too.
Okay.
Yes. So I was like, all right, who's your favorite? And they said you off the bat. So
yes. Okay.
Thank you. To those of you watching, if this story sparks something in you, if you're sitting at a desk or in a job that just doesn't feel like you, I want you to know this. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to change, and you don't have to do it alone. My Make Moves program is here to help you go from someday to this actually happening. If you're ready to explore what's possible, head to the link below and let's talk. Subscribe to my channel to hear more stories.